Okay. First, for those of you who say you don't understand, we have to look at this question and think of the big picture first. The big picture here is we are adding a fraction with a fraction. Okay? Then when we are adding fraction and fraction, ever since primary school, you already know you want to make common denominator. Okay? Then you must go and think, next step, how do I make common denominator? Then I always say go and bracket if there are two terms, more than two terms. So now if I look at my denominator, here is a bracket x minus 2. Then here is a quadratic expression, meaning there are x squared, there are x, there are 10. Okay? So if I want to add fractions together, I want common denominator. Common denominator, how do I make common denominator? Usually, if numbers 3 and 5, I want to multiply until they are the same. So I must be thinking, how can I make them the same? Okay? So if I really don't know, the approach will be, if I really don't know, okay, the approach will be, the first fraction, I multiply by this entire bracket. Then to the numerator also. If I really totally don't know, that will be what I do. I multiply this and this, then the behind, I multiply the first bracket. Like that, I will also be able to make common denominator. Hello, hello. Okay? Like that, I will also be able to make common denominator. But your numerator will be very complicated. You will have x squared term, and then later, you will not get the final answer. You have to factorize and then cancel something to go to the final answer. Okay? But this one is the last resort. You really don't know what to do. This way you can also make common denominator. Okay? But then we must try to be thinking about another thing. Okay? So we don't do this. Instead, we must be thinking, can I break this down from quadratic until it is a factor, it is multiple of two brackets? Then can, right? So, from x squared minus 7x plus 10, we must go back to our factorization. So factorization, I think most of you were using like that one. X squared, put your x squared here, put your positive 10 here, and then put your minus 7x here. With this, we can factorize it into the two brackets that multiply together will give you back the quadratic expression. Okay? Then the last lesson I told you, usually they won't be so cruel, don't have common factor at all. So this x minus 2 is very likely to be one of the factor. So if this is one of the bracket already, then I put my x minus 2 here. Then I go and try first. How do I get x squared? X multiply x. How do I get positive 10? Negative must multiply negative, then it will become positive. 2 must multiply 5, then it will become 10. Okay? Then I double check. X times negative 2 minus 2x. X times negative 5 minus 5x. When I add them together, correct, negative 7x. So this will confirm that I have these two brackets. When they multiply together, it will give me x squared minus 7x plus 10. Okay? In other words, x squared minus 7x plus 10 is the same as x minus 2 times x minus 5. Okay? I must work out, I must break down this quadratic into its two factors, the two brackets. So after I break them down already, I can rewrite my two fractions. So my first fraction is still 6 over x minus 2. Now my second fraction, the bottom, the denominator, instead of the x squared minus 7x plus 10, I can write it as x minus 2 times x minus 5. They are the same. I never change them. I'm just writing it differently. Okay? First step. Next step. Making common denominator. That is still my aim. That is still my objective. So now, the front got this bracket. The back got the same bracket but got another bracket. So when I multiply to make common denominator, the only thing I need to multiply is... Wow, very good. Okay? Same like your addition or fraction. I make common denominator by multiplying this. Then same already. The front fraction, the back fraction, same denominator already. How? Suhaimi, follow? Gentlemen, following? Okay? Then once they have the same denominator, I can put them together. Then, I say this a lot of time, don't expand, don't expand, don't expand. Keep your brackets first, combine them together first. Then, looking at what I have here, then I do my expansion. Because students always get the sign wrong. So I want the thing to be written there, then I can see. Positive, positive, positive. Positive, negative, negative. Then plus, I can just open up the bracket now. Because I plus 1 only ma. So no change to the signs. Okay? Then simplify. 6x plus 3x, 9x. Minus 30 plus 7 minus 23. Answer. Okay? Okay. Can I go to part E? Lexus. So what's your difficulty in part E? Okay, part E, same. The big picture is we are adding a fraction, we are adding a fraction. So when I add fraction, the next thing I see is I have a quadratic expression here. Got square inside one. Got x square, got x, got number. So the next thing I want to do is to break this down into brackets. Break this down into the factors. Okay? So at the side I will do the breaking down. 2x squared minus 5 minus 9x. Okay? I want to break it down into the two brackets. So I will try. Oh, sorry. Oh, I know why already. This one is 5 minus x. Correct? So that was the difficulty you all face. Okay? So when I am doing this, all my x is in front one. So if I have 5 minus x, do you all remember a trick? Can I change 5 minus x into x minus 5? Hello, am I talking to myself? Change the... Okay. At first it is 5 minus x. But when I know that I want to do this factorization, Lexus, I must be thinking I want x to be in front. So instead of x being negative, I want it to become x positive minus 5. We have used this trick a few times before. Take out a negative. So after I take out a negative, it will change my addition into subtraction. Okay? Then from there I can continue already. I can try the 2 bracket. I try my x minus 5. Okay? Because of x minus 5, I try x minus 5 first. So x times what will give me 2x squared? X must multiply 2, it must multiply x. So that it becomes 2x squared. Minus 5 multiply what to become minus 5? Positive 1, no? Negative times positive, negative. 5 times 1, 5. Then I double check. 2x times negative 5 minus 10x. X times positive 1 plus x. Then minus 10 plus 1, minus 9, correct. So my 2 brackets are x minus 5 and 2x plus 1. Lexus! You say you cannot do, I explaining, then you keep talking to Leila. Yeah, lor, I also thinking the exact same thing as you all. Then now you angry. Then you all tease him, also wrong. Okay. After that, okay. After that, one of the bracket is the same already. The second fraction need to multiply the second bracket to make the denominator exactly the same. After I have common denominator put together, then don't expand. Okay? Only after I put them into one fraction. Hello. Okay, only after I put them into one fraction, then I do my expansion. Then I must be looking at this minus and double check all my signs. Because this is the trap. This is the trap that the setter purposely put on. They want you to not change the sign so that they can catch you. So I tell you already, this one is the trap. Don't fall for the trap. Look at the trap and go and do your expansion. (2x) no change. Minus 4 times positive 2x. 4 times 2x is 8x. Then I need to minus 8x. Same. 4 times 1 is 4. I want to minus 4. Okay, so your negative times positive, negative. This one is where students always make mistake. This minus 4, 80%, 90% of students will write plus 4. Huh? Okay, anyone still have problems? Still have difficulty? Those that say you couldn't do one? Darwish, okay? Can? Okay, we go to question 6. Okay, this time round we have no clue what is the other bracket. So we have to do this factorization from scratch. Okay, so try lor. Then I will show you factorization. There are shortcuts. For my 2x squared, okay, in front sure is x and x. Then 2 can only be 1 times 2, the number of x's. So definitely one of them is 2x, one of them is x. So multiply together 2x squared. Okay? Hello, Tuan. Then it is these two numbers that I need to figure out. And these two numbers multiplied together will give me 12. So first let me list down the possibilities. 12. 12 can be 1 times 12. 12 can be 2 times 6. 12 can be 3 times 4. Okay, wait Those of you who use calculator later, okay? I tell you why it cannot be 1 times 12. Because you put 1 or 12 anywhere, the number that they add together or subtract will be too big already. 12 minus 2 is 10. So it's still bigger than minus 5. So 12 is too big a number, then I will know I cannot use 1 and 12. Then 2 and 6. 2 and 6 are both even number. Even number I put here, I cross, I multiply, both of these numbers will be even number. When I add or subtract even number, I will not have odd number. So I also know cannot be 2 and 6. So the only possibility is actually 3 and 4. Okay? The only way to get an odd number is when I cross, it is still odd. So actually the only way is 3 and 4. Okay? Then the only thing I need to figure out is where to put my minus. Because one of them is minus, that's why multiply to give me negative. Okay? Then I want a bigger negative. Meaning, I want negative 4 to multiply 2. So that I can get a negative 8x. Then when this one, I plus 3x. Then the difference will be minus 5x. Okay? So although you have a lot of options, but if you think a bit first, then you can eliminate the choices. Then actually it is quite fast one. For me to get to 3 and negative 4. Okay? So these are my two factors. Then I must answer is equals to 2x plus 3 and x minus 4. Okay, for those of you who are very good at using your calculator, yes, you can use calculator in this situation, but write down your working also before you fill in the numbers. Cyrus, why are you touching Ryan's legs? Oh, so good, you help him wipe the water off his legs. Okay, Ken? So we factorize the quadratic expression already. Then we go to part B. Part B, they want you to use part A answer, hence. So actually this denominator is the same as what they ask you to factorize. Meaning, what they want you to do is to write this as after that, what they want is for you to combine them into one single fraction. Wait, hello. Okay? So the big picture is still, I have a fraction, subtract a fraction, subtract a fraction. So addition or subtraction of fraction, common denominator. Then this one got two parts inside the denominator. This one got one of them. This one got one of them. So to make common denominator, multiply lor. So the second fraction, I need to multiply x minus 4. The third fraction, I need to multiply 2x plus 3. Then I will have all having the same denominator. Once I have all of them same denominator, the first numerator minus is still minus. Don't expand, don't expand, don't expand. I must put this still inside the bracket. Okay? Minus, still minus. Then 1 multiply this bracket, so I must still put this thing inside the bracket. After that, then I do my expansion. Again, this minus is to trap you. If you never put the bracket, or if you do your expansion halfway, very likely your sign will be wrong. Okay? Minus also a trap. So if you never put bracket, if you never keep them, you expand early, very likely you will get the sign wrong. So now I can look at it and minus need to give to x. Minus need to give to negative 4. Minus, minus, positive. Minus need to give to 2x. Minus need to give to positive 3. Okay, then I will not make mistake already. I must be very careful, then I won't make mistake there. Okay, then combine all the number, combine all the x. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 minus 3, 2. Minus x minus another 2x. Minus 3x. Answer. Can? Okay, today we finish what we can. Then after that, tomorrow I will, or the next lesson, we will go through revision for your WA. And then I have checked with our department. So I told you all to buy the topical TYS. Topical TYS. You can go to the bookshop, and those who are under FAS is free for you all. Okay? Those under FAS, when you Sec 3, you can buy the topical TYS for free. When you Sec 4, you can get the yearly TYS for free. Those who are not FAS, $550. Hey, nowadays you all so rich, then you all say $550 expensive. Last time I recess, it is $2 or $3 one eh. Now I see you all go out eat pepper lunch, all this $10, $10. Okay, Ken? $5 for endless amount of knowledge. Priceless. Okay. Done. Everyone done. Okay, let us go to algebraic formula. Ken? Okay, algebraic formula. The main skills here will be changing the subject of a formula. Okay? And then evaluate a formula given quantities of unknowns. So what is formula? Formula is just an equation that contains two or more variables. Okay? Variable are your unknown, like your x or your y. Okay? Then it can be very simple. For example, area of triangle. Area is the A. Area of triangle is always equals to half base times height. So we call this a formula for area of triangle. Your base and your height can be different. It can always change. Then your area will also change. When your base and your height change, your area change. But this relationship never change one. So we call this relationship or call this equation a formula. Okay? Then what is subject? Subject is the unknown or the variable that is on the left by itself. Then we call it a subject. So in this case, the area or the A is the subject. Okay? Okay, like that only. So let us go and look at some of the questions. Okay. What is your task? Your task is to make X the subject. So if I look at the first part A, what is the subject now? Tuan. What is the subject now? A. Correct? A is now the subject because A is by itself on one side. So A is now the subject. We want to make X the subject. So I want to make X alone on the other side. So what they want is, I also know already, the final must be X on one side, all other things on the other side. So my task is to, from this, I write equation until X is on one side. Okay? Can? That is the whole thing that they are asking you to do. Okay? So from this first equation, I want to write the next equation. Gerald, why I talking? You also talking? Okay? I want X to be on this side, So I go there and see A, BX. 4c, only this term got x, so I want this term to be on the left. Meaning, I want to move it to the left hand side. Okay? When I move my bx, my right hand side, positive 4c, I never touch it. So my 4c is still here. I also know I don't want a to be on the left. On the left, I only want x. So my a, the whole a, I want it to go away. So I want it to come over to the right hand side. So I subtract a on both sides. This one I subtract bx on both sides. That's why it appears here. I subtract a on both sides. That's why a appears here as negative. Can? Then finally, I want x. I don't want negative bx. So if I only want x, I need to divide both sides by negative b. When I divide both sides by negative b will cancel with the negative b. Okay? I can divide both sides. That's why my negative b appear on this side. Okay? So this can be my answer already. Okay? If you get here, you get your full marks. But if you want it to look a bit neater, don't have this minus sign. Again, we can use our trick. 4c minus a. I can factorize out a negative. Then I can change it to a minus 4c. Then I can cancel away the negative. Then my answer can be a positive a minus 4c over b. They are the same actually. Just that this one I don't have this negative sign because I changed the top. Factorize out a negative to cancel it away. Okay? Can I do one more, then you all try. I do another one more complicated one. Okay? I do f. Okay, so now follow me first. Later then you all try. Okay. Okay. The number one thing when I see this, my fraction x minus 2 together form the denominator, then remind myself, I put them in the bracket. Okay? Then my making x the subject means I want x to be on one side. But now my x is inside this bracket, is at the right hand side. So I don't want it to be a denominator. It should be a numerator. So if I don't want this bracket to be at the denominator, I want to get rid of it from the denominator. I must multiply. Once I multiply this whole bracket, it will cancel. Then it will not be a denominator. Okay? It will come over to the left hand side as a numerator already. Something times h equals to g. Okay? Then from here I have two ways. Now my x is still inside the bracket. I cannot use it separately. So one way is I expand first. Then I will have x times h minus 2h equals to g. Then I move my 2h over, and then finally I divide both sides by h. This is one of the answers. Another way, alternative, also correct, is I divide both sides by h first. Once I divide both sides by h, I will have x minus 2 equals to g over h. Now there's no longer numerator, denominator, nothing to multiply. I can remove the bracket already. Okay? No longer need the bracket. So if x minus 2 equals to g over h, x equals to g over h plus 2. Okay? This can be the answer also. They are the same actually. Just that one fraction. The other one is this fraction break up into 2 fractions. So they are the same. Can? Okay. I do one more, then you all do the rest. Okay. Okay, I do D. Okay? So D also same. Now my x is inside the bracket. If my final answer, I want x to be on the left by itself, I must first remove it from the bracket. So one way is to expand the bracket first. Then I will have p over 2 times x minus p over 2. Okay? Then I move my p over 2 to the other side. Then I will have p over 2x. I show you something else here also. Okay, this can be your answer also. Okay? Then when I make x alone on the right hand side, then now I can just change their position. If left is equals to the right, it also means the right is equals to the left. So I don't change any sign. Positive, still positive. This entire thing, I just change their left and right only. Okay? Then there is no need to change any sign. Okay? This can be your answer also. But also, this can be done in another way. Instead of doing the expansion, I keep this bracket. I remove p over 2 first. How I remove p over 2? I multiply 2 over p. Because when I multiply 2 over p, 2 and 2 cancel, p and p cancel. Then it will become 2 over p times q equals to x minus 1. Then I give my minus 1 to the other side. I will have 2q over p plus 1. Then same. Left is the same as right, means right is the same as left. Then I just rearrange it, put my x on the left. Then I will have 2q over p plus 1. Answer. Okay? You can go by either way. You can do your expansion first, or you can get rid of the outside first. Can? Okay, now time for you all to try, then later we go through. B, C, E. Done. Leila, always so fast, Okay, do all the rest of the parts, try. Try. Atuan. Go. Okay, for B. My preferred way is actually, I will first divide both sides by G. Okay? After I divide by G, I will be left with 3k plus x. Okay? Then, I subtract 3k on both sides. And then I just swap left and right. X equals to hg minus 3k. Okay? But I think a lot of you go to the expansion first, so I show you the expansion first. If I do my expansion first, left hand side is h, right hand side g times 3k equals to 3gk. G times x equals to gx. Then next, I want gx to be by itself. So I can move my gx to the left also. I will have minus gx. Then at the same time I move my h to the right, it will become minus h. Then finally, I want just 1x. I will divide 3gk minus h with minus g. Can? Both are okay. Okay? Or this one you can also factorize out the h. Also okay. Any of these are acceptable. 1, 2, 3. Can? Okay, part C. Hey, hello, hello. Bracket together first. There are two terms. Then in the end I want x. So I want to get rid of this 4 first. So I must multiply 4 on both sides. Then I will have 4m equals to 2x minus n. My x is already positive. So I don't want to move this and move 4m. Instead, I just bring my n. Then I divide both sides by 2. Then finally, put my x on the left. Answer. Two. Why let my 2 don't look like 2 eh? Oh, I write like that. More stylo, right? Okay, Ken. Okay, we stop here. You all try the rest of the parts as homework.